Okay. Hi, good evening, everyone. So, our group will focus on the statement, peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. What is your view? Before that, my name is MUNIRAH binti ABDUL and my matrix number is 209026.
My name is MUNIRAH Gd KAMARUDDIN and my matrix number is 208202.
My name is NURSAFYA MELATI binti HAMIDI. My matrix number is 209060.
My name is Peng Jiayu. My matrix number is 209121.
My name is Muhammad ARIF AMIRUL bin MUNIR. My matrix number is 208172.
And my name is MAISARAH binti Muhammad RIDHA and my matrix number is 208173.
Okay. Before we start our discussion, I will give a bit definition about cyberbullying. Okay. Cyberbullying is a form of bullying that occurs in social media. Any message that sent to us, which give a bad effect on the victims, is count as cyberbullying. So, the effect of cyberbullying, it is hard to escape compared to the physical bullying. Someone will have a depression. So, we will give our view about should peers play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. In my opinion, yes, peers should play more important role in tackling cyberbullying. This is because peers can create positive pressure to the target of cyberbullying. Okay, what is positive pressure? Positive pressure is how your friend circle react when you have been cyberbullied. For example of positive pressure is your friend will not isolate you when you have been cyberbullied and they will invite you to lunch together because they care what is happening to you. Sometimes the victims itself or sometimes the victims of the cyberbully does not trust to adults. So they think if they go to adult, they will be a lot, not a lot, but they will be another trouble because sometimes they shy to share their problems. So they choose peers to stand with them. Uh, as we know, peers have a great power in our daily life. So we have to remember, you cannot necessarily change the world, but you can change the world for one person. Peer is the closest person and easy to access to tell their problems compared to other counselor or other organization because the victim himself or herself usually cannot think normally like us because when they are in unstable emotion, they don't know how to tackling the cyberbullying. So my stand for this is I stand for peers play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. What do you think, Ayuni?
Thank you, Munirah. But I'm sorry, I have a different point of view regarding this topic. Personally, I think it is the role of governments that should be more concerned about this. This is because cyberbullying is a big issue. In the past, bullying behavior maybe occur only at certain age, like teenagers. But in today's society, cyberbullying can happen in any age, in any platform. So we all know this is all due to modernization of technologies. But so I think even though their peers give their efforts in this situation, I think it would not be enough to tackle this problem. So why I choose government? It is because when government give more attention to this problem, maybe they can imposing strict laws like prison and give penalties to the cyberbullying offenders. because cyberbullying is a cybercrime. It's related to a lot of societies and communities. So it is the role of government. It is government that should be give more attention and be more concerned. I think that's all I have in my mind. What do you think about that, Safia?
I'm afraid if I cannot agree with you, Ayuni, because as we know, peers is a person of the same age level, same social position, or having same abilities of each other. So in my personal view, I think that peers is the most closest person to people, especially in adolescent age, because they have almost the same level of maturity that make them most likely like each other. So, therefore, peers will know and understand each other intention, feeling, or thinking better. So, for me, peers is the best person to educate or give advice to each other on how to stop cyberbullying, and they can tell them about its effect. Mostly, as we know, mostly people will easy to accept what their same age friends advise because they know how to give advice among themselves. So that's my point. How about you, Jiayu?
Yeah, I also have some different opinions. Cyberbullying doesn't just need help from peers; they also need help from family members and the school teachers. In my opinion, parents should encourage teens to tell an adult if cyberbullying is occurring. Parents should tell their children they are the victims they will not be punished, and reassure them that being bullied is not their fault. Parents and teachers must always monitor the online activity of their children and students to ensure that they are not influenced by negative elements. They must also know how to identify the signs that a child is being cyberbullied. So, this is my opinion. How about you, Arifa?
Okay, thank you. I'm also with JIAYU and AYUNI because I believe that in this case of cyberbullying, um, authorities should take action because there's always law and certain NGOs that help to in counseling and also do reports on this kind of issues because we all know that there are special concerns due to cyberbullying, such as there's always a bit persistent due to it is an online platform. So and also this cyberbullying is also a permanent issues, which in case it can damage our image throughout our high school and life. Also, I believe that cyberbullying is hard to notice by our teacher and our friends. So I believe that are the one that should take action to help spread awareness to the youngster. So finally, how about you, MAISARAH?
Thank you, Arif. Before I stand my stance, like Safia said, peers are someone at our own level. So, for example, we have friends, classmates, and teenagers. So, in my opinion, on our discussion today, that is, I agree that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. So, why do I agree on this statement? It is because in terms of handling social media, our peers are best at it compared to our parents who are in the older generations And like Ayuni said, the modern of our technology. Therefore our parents, they are not aware of on how much the modern technology works at the moment. Okay, as I have mentioned on how peers are more concerned on tackling cyberbullying, one of my other reasons to support my stance is that peers are more updated on their friends, especially on their social life. If we were to compare to our parents do not know much about how our life is going on especially on social media. Okay, so if cyberbullying occurred to one of us, our peers could easily know what's going on, as social media keeps updated every single day, right? So and social media is also widely and public. So therefore, my reason is that they could gather and collect those informations regarding the bully, and also they can lodge the reports to the police or cyber security. So peers or friends are best to be with us, as they are the closest to us. Like Safia said, as our friends, they could encourage us to not us but the victims of cyberbullying to file a report. So our friends would not want us to stand alone in this awful situation. So that's all from my point of view. Does anyone else have a change of mind?
Um,
MAISARAH. MAISARAH, I agree with you because nowadays, as we know, parents are not too expert in technology, so they are not close with their child. So, JIAYU, I want to ask you a question. If the children not too close with their children and not too close with their parents, so how the parents can take an action to tackling the cyberbullying?
Mm, um, I think we can. I think we can communicate with our friends, our family, and mm, and maybe uh, we can need their help or. Mm, Oh, so I think we need to communicate more.
Okay, I got it.
and hello, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if I'm not mistaken, my Sarah did say that um, I'm not so sorry. Majority of teenagers have conquered the social media, right? Like that, something like that. But like we know, Facebook is majority used by our parents, and not all teenagers have used Facebook. But still, there are some cyberbullying happen in Facebook that involve our parents. I mean, like not our parents, but people with age 30 and above. Uh, how about that?
So in my opinion, it's not actually only on teenagers at the moment. So, but from what I said before, teenagers can help teenagers. But in our discussion at the moment, we talk about peers. So for if cyberbullying happens to our parents, then their peers, their office mates, or their uh, family relation, anyone, they are their peers who is someone at their own level, and they can help them to file a report if cyberbullying happens to our parents.
Excuse me, my Sarah, may I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. As we know, peers is a person of our same age level, right? So for me, peer pressure is a give a very big effect to people. Like some people afraid if they not be liked or not fit into their peers. And additionally, some people often mistakenly, some people accept the idea that everyone doing it and often mistakenly feel less responsibility for cyberbullying when it is done as a group. So, with this type of mentality, we should change it by having an anti-cyberbullying mentality to people. Therefore, if one person bullying, they will afraid if their peers will hit them or something. So, as a result, cyberbullying can be overcome either from teenagers or an adult. So what I'm saying is that peer pressure have give a big effect to people. What is others' opinion?
How about Arif? Arif?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I understand that MAISARAH mentioned that peers are the one that help us in terms of doing reports and others. But as I mentioned before, I believe that government is the one that are going to help stop this cyberbullying truthfully. As you mentioned, and also as Shafa mentioned about awareness. That is what I believe. That they would help with spreading awareness through a communities program and others. So that's why I believe that um, government are the one that should take action in term of stopping cyberbullying truthfully.
Okay, after hearing to my Sarah and Safia explanation, I think yeah, actually peers and government that should be cooperate to tackle this problem, because if this issue doesn't is if our community doesn't give awareness, maybe government also do they will not take any action. Uh, yeah, I think like that.
Excuse me, I uh, partially agree and partially disagree with what Arif's opinion, because he said the authority is the main role in tackling the cyberbully. But as uh, people in social media, they are authorities, right? But um, they are the main reason why the cyberbully is uh, spread. You know what I'm talking about. So, how what the effective way that we want to spread awareness among the teenagers by the authority?
Okay, in terms of that, uh, I believe that there's a lot of event that and also community program that help to spread this awareness. But yeah, we still see that cyberbullying is being happen throughout social media and others platform. So yeah, I believe they're the one that should take the action, but then it's not something that are not it's not something that are still yet to be just resolved in our country.
Sorry, Arif, but I have a different view on this issue because for me, like um, we people actually are influenced every day by our peers. Like when a teen or twin or whenever whatever age, uh, like spend their time with their peers, they can be influenced even though they may not realize it. By spending time together, they are learning something from each other. So therefore, peers should influence more on one another to become good in using social media rather than the authorities. So it can be avoid from cyberbullying to occur. That is my stand. How about You guys.
I agree with Satya. And how about JIAYU? Are you want to change your mind?
I think, I'm sorry. Okay, I will let
Okay.
MAISARAH say.
I think from listening to our discussion today, I think it's not wrong if the peers plays the important role, and also the other people from peers like the government, the authorities, the parents, teachers. I don't think it's only based on one team that should play the role. I think we both complement each other, and we play their own roles in order to tackle this cyberbullying thing.
Yeah, I totally agree with my Sarah and what Safia did mention just now. Because in terms of giving influence, peers is the most, I think, the most effective ways. And yeah, I totally agree with what my Sarah said just now.
Do you guys agree on both sides, or do you guys want to still agree on peers only?
I agree on both sides, but peers influence more in our daily life, but parents and government and the other authorities can help in the circle of peers to shout out about the cyberbullying.
I agree with both sides.
I still want to agree with peers.
How about Amirul and Jayu?
Yeah, I will agree on upon both sides play an important role because as you guys mentioned, some teenagers they were shy, and so peers are the one that the closest to them, and also the one that share the same struggle as them. But yeah, in terms of stopping this all through, I still believe in the authorities and school action.
Yeah, I also agree, and I think both can be combination, and of the two is more helpful over peers. Yes.
Okay, shall we sum up our discussion today? Is it okay?
Sure.
Okay. So to sum up, based on our discussion regarding our views on whether peers should play a more important role on tackling cyberbullying, so let me recap our early points. For those on the four teams, we agree that peers can create positive pressure. We help victims lodge a report, and how peers are the closest to us. However, for the against team, UNI, PENG, and ARIF said that other people from our peers, for example, the government, authorities, and parents should play their parts to tackle cyberbullying. But both team points of view are not one-sided. Therefore, like we have discussed just now, most majority of us have agreed on both sides. Both sides to play an important role on tackling cyberbullying. Um, so if everyone plays their own roles to fight against cyberbullying, then the world could be a better place to live in. So is everyone satisfied with our discussion today?
Yes.
Totally agree.
Arif, right? Uni, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay, then thank you for your time and cooperation today. Have a good day ahead. Thank you.